About processing user input, we are talking about handling or checking or validating what the user entered to the screen. And that could be by variety of ways. One of it is the condition statement, or what we call branching. In the example earlier, we ask the user to enter his GPA. As I said, it is a part of our code that is going to validate or evaluate or check the user inputs. Remember the flowchart? So our program is going to start, then there could be some declaration of variables. After that, asking the user to enter his input. Then we will have some calculations. And then we may also have a check. Remember the diamond, right? In programming, when we are going to check something, mostly we check an expression. And then when we check this expression, the result of checking is going to be one of two choices, either true, there will be some block of statement to be run, or it could be false, and that means another block of statement will be run. And finally, the end of our program. This program, which will start here, we are going to check A. If A is true, then we will go to do B. If it's false, we go to C, and then finally go and end the program. How to do that? There are three ways. Or let's say in C language, there are three constructs for branching or for decision making. Decision making because we are going to decide which code is going to run. Is it the true block of code or the false one? So we have if, as well as if else, and also nested if else. There is also the question mark colon conditional expression, and finally the switch statement. If statement syntax is if, then parentheses, expression, and then the block of code of if. Of course, this is an example of it. If student GPA greater than 50, print, yay, pass. As you saw here, we use the greater operator. So with inside the expression, we may use greater, less or equal, less or equal, greater or equal, is it equal, and is it not equal? So these operators would be used inside the expression. Okay, if we use no operator, for example, if we write if 1, then run the code. Or if we say, let's say, if true, then run the code. So the code is going to run for sure, because if is going to work only if the result of expression is true. So let's say student GPA greater than 50. Is it true or false? If you pass, of course, will be true. So it's going to print pass, right? How about if it is not pass? This is bringing us to the other part, or to the next part, which is the if-else statement. So in if-else, we also will use the operators with the if statement, and it would look like this. If expression, if it's true, then this code will run, same as the previous slide, and then else, this statement is going to run. The same example with the previous one. If student GPA greater than 50, print pass, else print fail. Simple, right? This is the conditional expression, and it is ternary statement because it's going to receive 3 operands. Operands, let's say, those are the name of variables. Okay, it look like something like this one. We have expression, and then the question mark, another expression, colon, and one more expression. So if this one is true, if expression 1 is true, then expression 2 is going to work. If it is false, so expression 3 will be the executed expression. So yeah, similar example with the previous one. So we have result equal student GPA greater than 50. Then we have pass, and then we have colon and fail. We are going to check expression 1 only. If expression 1 is true, then we execute expression 2. Come back to expression 1. If it is false, we execute expression 3. You see, it's like question. Is this true? Yes, then run expression 2 and go out. Again, question mark. Is this one false? Is it true? No, not true. So jump until expression 3, run, and then go out. So in this example, you see we are create an array, okay? We call it result. And we say that, is this true? If true, so it is going to save pass. If this one is false, it's going to save fail inside result. So we just store variable. We did not print anything, just store a variable, that's it. And then you can print it, of course. As you can see here, we said print result, done. Then we have the nested if else, and it is a chain of if else statements. So we will have if expression 1, else if expression 2, and then else if expression 3, and so on and so forth until we arrive to the last else. So we have else if until the last else. So we have if student GPA less than 0 or greater than 0, greater than 100, print student GPA is invalid GPA. So it's going to print the GPA number that the user enter and then is invalid GPA. If greater than or equal 50, you pass and your GPA is, else you fail, but I believe you can do it better. So you see we have if, else if, and else. Of course, you can extend this code to include much more else if statements. So let's say if it's between 50 and 55, then it is going to print your grade is D. If between 55 and 60, it's going to be D+. If 60, 65 is going to be C, and so on and so forth. So you would have like 8 if-else statements. Another way is by using the switch statement, and it is a multi-way decision statement. It is going to validate an expression against multiple values, many values. Then the value that is correct, the block of it will be run. These values are integer constant values, and we call it cases. So we have switch expression, and then we have case constant 1. Then we have a block of statement, start with after the colon and end with break. Then case constant 2 colon statements and break. Same with case 3 until we reach to the default. And here's an example, enter your GPA and then switch student GPA, case 100, print you are perfect, case 0, print you fail. Hopefully no one will fail. Stop, we continue next class. Okay, Assalamu alaikum.